guys. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit of a tricky video, so I'm not sure how this is gonna work, but I get tons and tons of questions about how I make my Smoooosh journals, what I use in them, that kind of stuff. And so since 2015 is right around the corner, I thought I would go ahead and show you what my plan is for 2015 with a brief look back at the last 2 years of it that I've done so far, so you can see how I went from where I started to where I'm going to end up. And so if you have any comments or questions, just leave them down below. I'll get back to you when as I can. This is going to be probably a little bit of a longer video. We'll see how it goes. I have no idea. We're flying by the seat of our pants here. Alright, so if you haven't seen my Smoooosh journal, I'll link the playlist for it down below. But I've been doing this for this will be my 3rd year doing it. Yeah, I think this will be 3 years. Just over 3 years, something like that, or just under 3 years, but a long time. I will tell you that it's a daily thing. I don't update it daily. I only update it once a week, but I take photos and all of that kind of stuff every single day to go in it. And if you're familiar with Project Life, this would be my twist on Project Life. It's like scrapbooking meets Project Life, and this happened. So yeah, so let me show you where I started. I just buy, here, that'll probably be the easiest. I buy these cheapy planners from Target, and I've already taken it apart to make this year's. But basically they're just a basic Mead planner. They're a week on 2 pages, and they have monthly calendars, but I don't use the monthly calendars. You'll see why. And this is my base page. It's what size is this thing? 5 3/4 by 8 1/2. I don't even have a sample, but you'll see a sample coming up. But this is what I use. This is what got me started in it. This was the original one that I used. I found one at Target that I liked, and I just used that the first year. And you'll see how I had to adjust it because it didn't all fit. Because these are ring bound, as you know. You flip through it and you get the pages and stuff. But so that's the base that I use. They come in tons of different colors. I like the gray ones because I can decorate them. There's no color involved. They're all just, basically a black and white planner. So that's the basis. That's where it started. And then it kind of exploded. So this is the one I I did 2-ish years ago. And it started out, it's not a 3-ring binder one. I went through and punched all the holes in it. But let me show you, this is what ended up. This is not the same as that calendar, but I'll show you why that changed in a second. But this is how it ended up. It was a spiral bound, just plain planner that I picked up at Target. It had chipboard covers on it, and so that's where I started. And I'm not going to go through every page. I just want to show you the basics of it. And I covered the chipboard, the pages with paper, and I decorated it. But basically, it's just a normal calendar. It's just a normal calendar, a week on 2 pages. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it has some note areas, that kind of stuff, and it goes through all the years, or all the months. And what my basic thing is that I wanted to take 1 photo a day and journal about it every single day. Like I said, I update this once a week, just to save photo paper mostly. So every day gets at least 1 photo, and it gets some journaling. And that's how I started doing this. And it was just, as you can see, it kind of got bigger. I saved some receipts. I always had a pocket at the beginning of the month so I could stick stuff in there that I wanted to remember. I decorated it, used stickers, all kinds of stuff. And this one had a month on 2 pages. The other one does too, but I don't use it anymore. I rarely keep up with this, so I don't use it anymore. But like I said, every month has a pocket in the front, and then I just decorate every single week up however I want to decorate it. And there's notes, and there's flippy little things and all kinds of stuff. And it goes on and on. See, like I didn't keep up with the calendar part, but I'm really good about keeping up with the everyday stuff. So this was the first one. And then I wanted to keep going because I enjoyed doing it so much. Like I said, as you can tell, it got big. It had little itty bitty tiny rings, and I couldn't even keep it in there anymore because it just exploded. So I just put it into one of these Avery binders. Let me tie this real quick so it doesn't, I have stuff that'll fall out, so I had to tie it. I just went through, punched all the holes with my hole punch. This is my favorite hole punch ever for using in my Smoooosh Journal. I use it for everything. It has a nice, great big hole. It's my favorite. I do have the smaller, sidetrack here, the smaller one. I never use that. It's too small. So, anyways, I punched all the holes and I stuck it in this. This is just one of those 3-ring binders you can get at like Office Depot, Office Max, Staples, that kind of stuff. It's a 9 by ruler. Hold on. I can't remember. I took the sticker off of it. 9 1/4 by 8. And it worked fine for this binder because it was a small one. It doesn't work fine for the rest of them, but I fixed that, so I'll show you why. But that's all that this is one of those little binders. So that was my first year. I enjoyed it so much that I wanted to keep going it, and to be honest, I still enjoy this 2 years later. I will be doing this forever, probably. So, alright, so then last year, I ran across a calendar kit from Vicki Higgins. Some of you might have seen it. It looks like this, where you have a divider page. I love the weight of these. I'll say that. I didn't end up liking the layout, and I struggled with it and finally gave up on it. But it is a week on one page. It's not big enough for what I wanted to do with it, so I ended up using the dividers and just covering them with pretty paper. But this was how I started last year with, and yeah, I loved the dividers and I loved the weight of the paper, but I didn't like the layout, so I ended up having to alter it. But I kind of changed how I did my Smoooosh Journal, which is kind of the fun of it, because you can change it up as you come across new things to try. And this happened. By the time I got done, yeah, I ended up with 3 binders full. And sadly, this isn't even a full year, because I don't have January, February, and March in here. Because that's in the other one. I started that one in the middle of the year. It's like 10 months. And because I got frustrated with the layout, I ended up not accidentally, I got burnt out and I didn't do June and July of this year. So this doesn't even include June and July. This is basically 8 months worth of my Smoooosh Journal. And so as you can tell, if I had done the whole year, I probably would have had 5 binders. This isn't going to work for me this year. It's too many books. But you guys have already seen this one. It's basically, these are the Project Life Becky Higgins, whatever size they are. You know, they're a standard 8 3/4 by 9 1/4. They're standard. You've seen them all over the place. But the rings are just not big enough. And see, this is how I started using it. Week on one page. It wasn't big enough, and I was running into a lot of problems. But what I did start this year was adding in pocket pages, and I really liked that. But see, then I hit June. I just couldn't keep up with it in that format, and I just didn't do anything for June and July. So then I got back on the stick in August. And in August, I started scrapbooking the flat pages instead of trying to use them as my weekly pages, and I went back to the normal calendar. This is where I'm staying. I'm not changing it ever again. I say that with a, grain of truth to it. Because this has worked out for me for the rest of the year, and I really, really enjoy it. So basically, I scrapbook my divider pages, and then I still fill in my weekly calendar with my photos and my information. And I'm just having the best time using up stickers and washi tape. Pocket pages allows me to keep cards and stuff on display that I get instead of, sticking them in something that I never get to see them again. Every month, again, has the pocket at the very beginning. Some of them I even put a pocket at the end because I had so much stuff. But as you can see, then I just scrapbooked the page with a bigger photo of something that was more monumentous than laundry. So this was August, and like I said, it goes on, and I just scrapbooked the pages. But that's it. That's all that I could get in there. And so this was a huge problem for me because I couldn't figure out a way to bind this and have it not be 5 or 6 binders if I stuck with it for the whole year. And this is the one I just got done showing a flip on this. This is November. This is just November and December. I'm not done with December. I'm only halfway through December, so it's going to be even bigger. But I'm really enjoying the scrapbooking, and I'm really enjoying some of the pocket pages. Although I was trying to explain why I wouldn't get into Project Life because of the plastic pages, but I couldn't put my finger on why. Well, now I know why. What I don't like about them is that you can see the page below, and it makes it look busy, so it's hard to track on the page. Like if it has a backer to it, you can track the page better. But that's my 2 cents on that. So, anyways, I do like the pocket pages. I'm doing the pocket pages. I'm going to stick to the pocket pages. I bought a whole crap ton of the pocket pages. So I want to stick with that. I want to stick with the scrapbooking and etc. And see, I got new cards and stuff. I'm so excited. Look at that beautiful card. And so that's how this is going now. So that's where I was last year. This is how I started, and now I'll show you what I'm going to get into for 2015. Okay, 2015. I decided that I'm going to alter. I had done a Life as It's Happening book is what I call it, where I had used these black binders. They're Avery. I think there's another brand. I'll link everything down below where you can get these. What I like about these is the height of the rings. This part right here is what I was looking for. You can get 8.5 by 11 or 12 by 12 with the great big rings, but they're way too tall. I don't want to do an 8.5 by 11. I want to stick with my smaller size. So what I ended up doing, and I've been debating whether to do a video on it or not, because really it's kind of not rocket science how to do this. But if you guys want to know, basically what I did is I took, ignore the hanging out, I'll explain that in a minute. I took one of these and I converted it so that it was a 9-inch by 9-inch binder. So the height stayed the same, but I made it longer so that I could fit the pages that I wanted to use in it. And basically all I did was I took the covers off and got rid of them, and I stripped the plastic off of this. I made all new covers for it. I used 2 pieces of chipboard to make it nice and thick like this, because if you only use one piece, it's still kind of wiggly. But yeah, I used 2 pieces of chipboard front and back, and I added an extra piece in the back here and just remade the book. So this is what the binder is made out of. This won't last me a full year, but I think I can get 1 year out of just 2 binders. So I stuffed everything I had for 2015 so far in here. Some of this stuff won't be staying in here, like these longer pages. I just put them in here so I wouldn't lose them. But this is what I've got done for 2015 so far. I remade the binder. As you can tell, it is the same ring system that's on this one. They're the same rings. It's the same binder. I just rebuilt the cover. The only difference is, let's see if I can do this, is that now it's wider. Do you see what I did? Okay, so that's the big change up. So I have to still make, I was waiting to do this video to show you guys what I had done. So I'll remake this one. This year, I kind of got started with my own thing. I'm really, the end of this year and all of next year is my use it or get rid of it year. And if you've seen any of my videos or been on Facebook, you see I am decluttering everything. It is going. If I'm not using it, it's going bye-bye. Period. I've already had some giveaways. I have some more giveaways coming. It has to go. It has to go. I'm not saying I'm not buying new stuff. I'm just saying anything I've been hanging on to. I have paper that I've had for 10 years, 15 years. It's got to go. If it doesn't get used this year, it's going in the goodbye box. So, the only thing that I purchased this year, and I forgot to keep the packaging, so I will put a link to it down below. And I think it's Bo Bunny. That's terrible. I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure it's Bo Bunny. Because I also bought the Bo Bunny graphic, yeah, it's Bo Bunny. The Bo Bunny graphic weekly contents package. I don't like this layout. Stay tuned for this though, okay? But I bought the divider pages that also go with this, and I loved them. And all I wanted out of the divider pages was the little tab. Yes, I know. I could make my own tabs, but I don't want to do that. That starts messing with my head of using this book, and I need bases. I need a base to spring off of so that this doesn't get overwhelming. And so I bought the divider tabs, and I'll show you one that I haven't altered. Basically, they look like this. Some of them had a pocket, some of them don't. They have a tab on one side that has the month, and then on the other side they have the monthly calendar. I'm keeping the monthly calendar. I'm covering this side. I'm taking this off. Covering this side to make a pocket. I'll show you here in a sec. So, that's my dividers that I'm using for this year. It's the Bo Bunny graphic collection. I think that you can't get it anymore. I don't know if you can get it anymore. If I can find it, I'll link it down below, but it was really hard to find. So yeah, anyways. The pages though, the reason I had to rebuild the book is that the pages are 8.5 tall, which is great. Works great with the original binder. But with the tab, they are 7 inches wide. Does not work with the original binder. Because by the time you had the tab sticking out, it's not when it's laying that's the problem, it's when it's closed, they would all stick out the ends. So that's why I remade the binder. And eventually I'll cover this with, you know, paper and pretty stuff and make it that way. But I created a jacket page or a dashboard page, not to use. It just helps the pages from getting ruined because it flips a lot, you know. This is the January page. I'm going through this really fast because I don't know if you guys are even interested in seeing this. So, yeah, anyways. This was the January page. As you can tell, here's the calendar that came originally. I used, this year I found a mini kit from Echo Park, and what I do this year is I'm separating everything out into months. Instead of doing colors or themes or any of that kind of stuff, I'm separating them out into months, what I want to use in those particular months. You know, if I have springtime stuff, it's going to go in the springy type months and etc. But this year, I'm trying this for the first time so I can pare down all my stuff. I found this Let It Snow kit from Echo Park. It's a mini kit, and this is all that's in it. There's not very much in it, which is what I like. And I'm going to be using it as my divider pages instead of like last year when I used the Becky Higgins pages. And I like that it comes with stickers, gives me more to, you know, stick in my book. And so that's what I'm going to use. But what I did is I went through all the stuff that I have in my entire craft room. Holy cow. And I separated out anything I thought was wintry, because I live in Montana. It's going to be January. That's winter here. And so anything that was wintry, I put in this. I'm going to go through this and use every single thing up in here. Whatever I don't use, goes. Because I've had it forever. It's not going to get used again. And I want to start over. I want new stuff. I want to use the latest and greatest. I don't want to keep storing stuff for years, never using it. So, aside from the Project Lifestyle type cards, those I will be keeping. But stickers and rub-ons and paper and that kind of stuff. I even have paper pre-cut to go in my faux Bonici, so I'm ready to go with that. Whatever doesn't get used in my Smoooosh Journal gets used in my faux Bonici. If I don't use it up between those two books, it's not going to get used. It's got to go. So this is my January. And so I cut the pages to fit, made a pocket. So now I have a pocket at the beginning. Be sure you use glue if you make pockets, not tape, because you want it to last forever. And then so I have the monthly page. Sorry, I'm crooked here. This used to have again, these are that neat calendar. See? A month on 2 pages. I'm not using that, obviously. So this will get covered with a piece of the designer paper, or the scrapbook paper. and probably get a scrapbook layout done on it. And then here you can see the week on 2 pages. Basically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then a note section. This is my favorite layout for my week on 2 page layout. The reason is that it gives me plenty of decorating room on the top and the bottom, which is important. It's priorities, you know. But it also gives me an entire section for Saturday and an entire section for Sunday, and an extra note section, which means that if my weekends overflow, I have even more space to put for them. The original one that I didn't have that, and so you only had these 2 little boxes for the weekend, and that obviously you do most of your stuff on the weekends didn't work out. So I like this the best, and you can tell what it looks like, and I'm going to try to crop down so it comes closer. I don't want to just keep moving it up down. You guys will be seasick. Hopefully that'll work. So anyways, so this would be the last couple of days of December, first couple of days in January. Then I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of the following week, and then a divider page. And I really enjoy the divider pages because it makes me feel like there's more interest in the book. So it's like flipping through pockets, and you know, we all like mini albums with flippy things. That's what this does for me. So I plan on scrapbooking pictures on these divider pages, but if I don't scrapbook the pages, that's okay anyways, because they're really pretty paper and it just adds some interest in there. And then you have another 2 weeks, another divider page, same thing, and then you're at the end of the month. And then I ended up with an extra divider. I don't know how the month is going to go, so I just left it in there. If I don't use it, I'll take it out. It doesn't really matter. The other nice thing about this being scrapbook paper is even though it's really good scrapbook paper, it's a lot thinner than the Becky Higgins stuff was, so it should take up less room. And so that would be January. I also have this weird scrapbook page from something. I don't remember what it was from, but I'm going to try to put a picture here. He's got googly eyes. Sidetracked. But then I already started February. And again, I went and dug out anything that related to February. February. Ooh la la, the month of love. So if it had a heart or the word love on it, it went in this box. So I am ready for February. I've already made my pocket. And then here's my calendar page. Now, again, I found this scrapbook pages that I've had forever. I don't know who made them, where I got them. I've probably had them for 15 years. So anyways, but these are going to be my divider pages this month. And because they had all this like love, and they were already decorated. This was pre-scrapbook days, I guess. So I just have to put a photo there. Here's a week calendar page, and then so that's what I'm using for February, is just these, and I just thought it was cute, and we'll see how that goes. And then that'd be the last page. I haven't started March, and then I had bought a sticker thing for calendar from Hobby Lobby, and that's what these are, but these are coming out. I don't want to lose them, and I don't want to have 12 monthly iris cases. So as I get through a month, I'm going to start a new month over a couple months down. Does that make sense? Did you make it? I hope you brought coffee, because I sure need a cup of coffee now. So that's my plan for Smoooosh Journal 2015. I was going to try to change the name from Smoooosh Journal to something else, but nothing hit my fancy, so I don't know. What do you think? Anyways, this is what it looks like right now. I'm assuming that I'm going to need one more of these, and I think I'm going to be able to get the whole year in here. Don't quote me. We're going to find out together. But still, even if I have to have 3 of them, at least there'd be 3 of these instead of 5 or 6 of these, which is what they would be. So, yeah, comments, questions, suggestions, all that kind of stuff down below. Now, I have a giveaway. If you're still here and you're still watching, you get to be part of the secret giveaway. I am not using this. I'm not going to use this. And if you're interested in winning this, all you have to do is leave me a comment. You don't have to put anything in it that, says enter me or anything like that. The only thing you have to do is if you leave a comment and you don't want to be part of the giveaway, just say no thank you. You don't have to tell why. Don't blow it for everybody else. Just say no thank you at the end of your message or what it is. I'll know what it's about, so it'll be all cool. But if you would like to enter, just leave a comment, like this video, and be sure you're a subscriber, because that's kind of a requirement. Sorry, I know, damn rules. You have to be in the USA. Sorry, I know, kill me. Give me the dislike. Every time I say that, I get a dislike. Listen, I'm giving away a crap ton of stuff this year, and as much as I would love to make it international, I can't. I can't do it. So, yes, I know. Okay, so dislike and move on. It's not personal, but if you'd like to win this, and I'm going to open it and show you what's in it so that you can kind of get an idea of it. I don't believe you can get this anymore. I think it was the last year. I don't think it's limited edition. I just think it's older, but it's super, super cute. And so it comes with these little pocket cards. And then it comes with the weekdays in different colors. So it looks like this, and you flip it over and it looks like this. And then they have some pages that like have phone numbers and addresses and emails. And then there's some pages that are like this. They're all different kinds of pages. So if you guys are interested in entering this, all you have to do is leave a comment. Like and subscribe, leave a comment. That's it. If you're not interested and you leave me a comment, please just write no thank you somewhere in it, and I'll know what you're talking about. Thanks for watching, you guys. Comments, questions, suggestions, whatever, you know, stick it down below. And the giveaway will be open until Wednesday of this week, which would be December 17th. So I'll draw on Thursday, and I'll draw a winner on Thursday, the 18th. 18th? Yeah, I think it's the 18th. So, yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye!